So the answers to the questions on page 29 about conduction. The first one, we've got to sketch. Don't worry too much about your artwork. It's kind of how you label the diagram that's going to be really important. So we've got a copper rod, and we want to mark the hot and the cold end. It should be fairly obvious that the end in the flame is going to be the hot end. And then add an arrow, and we want the idea then that the heat flow is along the rod from hot to cold. For part A. And for part B, the name of this method of heat transfer, we've met three: conduction, convection and radiation, and this one is through a solid, it's conduction. And then question 2, we have our frying pan, and we've got to take the parts of it and specify whether it's conductor or insulator and explain why that part was chosen. So for the frying pan, first of all, I don't know the A actually, the A and B make that much sense, but for the frying pan, the metal pan itself, you would choose that to be a conductor, and the reason for that would be, so that our explanation part B, to enable heat to flow from the cooker, so it could be a gas stove, an electric stove, to the food. But the key idea is you want to transfer that heat, right? You want to allow that heat to flow. Whereas on the other hand, the wooden handle is the opposite. You would choose it to be an insulator so that heat doesn't flow to you, presuming it's you, it's using the pan, and burn you. So we want the opposite idea, preventing heat flow. We get a similar sort of idea with the curling tongs. The metal tong is a conductor, and very similar answer, to enable heat to flow. In this case it's from within the tongs itself, and once again assuming it's you that's using it, then it would be to your hair. And the plastic handle does the same job as the wooden handle in the frying pan. It's an insulator so that heat doesn't flow to you and burn you. And then for 2C, we'll continue 2, but because I'm going to have the page, I'll write it again. 1, the metal rod feels warmer. Hopefully you were able to do some sort of experiment like this at home. Might have been a teaspoon and a plastic spoon, was it I suggested yet? And explain why. So the metal rod feels warmer because it is a conductor. So heat flows from the hot water to you. quite often with these heat transfer ideas, we're explaining where the heat's going from and to. Quite often important to me that it always goes from hotter objects to colder objects.